Good morning, West Warwick High School. You may recognize me. I am Mrs. Hassell. I'm lucky enough to be your principal. I know you've seen a lot of me lately on all sorts of videos, but the last time I was officially on the morning show was towards the beginning of the school year, and I had left you with a quote at the end of all of my yapping, and I said, we can do hard things. And this applies still because this is so hard. This is hard. As you all are aware, sadly, our community suffered a loss when Hannah Cyr, a member of our West Warwick High School class of 2020, passed away in a tragic accident early Tuesday morning. There are so many of our current students and faculty who knew Hannah. And if you did know Hannah, you'll always remember that she stood out of a crowd or on an athletic court with her smile and her bubbly personality. Hannah was the type of student who was a noticer and an upstander. She was always upstanding. She made space for lonely students at lunch. She rooted for the opposing team, if they were losing. She checked on those who weren't smiling. She asked questions, a lot of questions, and she made connections with strangers. She always chose to act with love. It only takes a little bit of noticing to see that many kids are hurting these days, and adults too. We can begin to heal one another by simply beginning to notice one another's pain. But noticing is not enough. We need to start to assume the best rather than the worst to begin with our collective healing. When we start to shift to be upstanders and to be noticers, good things can start to happen. We can start to look one another in the eye. We can connect as humans, and we can include one another and accept one another just as our students, like Hannah, have done, and how we would want others to do for us. We didn't have to know Hannah deeply or even at all to be directly affected by this loss of our school community. And that is why it is so important for you to know we are here for you. If you are needing support to cope with this loss or the loss of someone you care about, or if you need help with anything at all, please know that we are here to help. Every single one of you. Below in this video, in the comment section, are links to resources that can help us get through these difficult times together. Please also feel free to reach out to me, Mr. Green, Mr. Alves, Miss Main, and Miss Pierce, our social workers, or anyone else in the school that you feel safe. Email is probably at first the best way to get in touch with us. This is hard, like really hard. When hard things happen, I try to remember that there is good things that are happening around us, and that good will always be good. Even when it's hard, there's still those pieces of goodness, like fresh baked smelling cookies, like a smile from a friend across the room, or a text of someone with even just a heart emoji, laughing so hard you can cry, or making a hit into the waste paper basket in one shot. All of these things are still good. And one of the most awful yet amazing things about difficult times is that unless we experience these hardships, we can never really appreciate that good. That was always good. But it's good. So be the good. And remember always that this is hard, but together we can do hard things. Wizards, we are thinking of you, we're rooting for you, and we're here for you. Have a great weekend.